Have you ever wondered if you could earn money based on your garden expertise? Well, today I want to show you how you can earn $5,000 as a garden coach or consultant. My name is Nicole Burke. I am a self proclaimed garden coach since 2015, and I want to teach you today how you can take all your experience in the garden and turn it into an incredibly meaningful business that doesn't just pay you back, but also helps people in your community learn how to garden and build the most productive, beautiful gardens just like you have. Now, when you're thinking about any business, any sort of business that you want to run, you simply want to think about how much you want to sell and what you want to price it at and how much time you want to work. And so you kind of just add those three things up, and that's how you start to figure out your business model. So in this case, we're going to keep it super simple, and we're not going to offer any other services beside the consultation because I want to show you how you can actually make $5,000 just doing consults. So it's going to take you about 2 hours to do one consultation. You're going to make about $50 per hour, charging $100. And you only need to do 50 of these in order to make $5,000 by the end of the year. We've got 52 weeks in 1 year. So you just simply divide that out and make a goal as a gardener that you're going to do one consult a week for 50 weeks of the year. Now, you could absolutely double this up. Let's say you've got a really freezing cold winter, no problem. Do 2 consults a week for 26 weeks out of the year, and then take the rest of the year off. You can divide this however you want to. You can have busy seasons and slow seasons. But essentially, when you break it down, you only need to sell 50 consultations in order to make $5,000. And the crazy thing about the consulting and coaching world is that the profit margin is huge because the only expense you've got is to get yourself to that client's garden. Then the rest of it is just you talking. You're not paying for materials. You're not paying for labor. You're not paying for any other expense other than you getting to the client's yard and having this conversation with them. So the margin is huge. You're literally going to take home almost all that money. That's why I had that major tax surprise after my first year in business. So this is the formula. You have your product price. You have how many times you have to offer it in order to get to your final number. And then it has to work with your time. So the way we did the math here was that you could do this in about 2 hours a week. If you add all that up, it's going to be about 100 hours to complete these 50 consultations. So in 100 hours over the year, you can do 50 consults. You'll meet 50 different clients, and then you could gross $5,000 simply by sharing your garden knowledge. I mean, does that sound like a good deal for you? I don't know about you, but it definitely did for me. So back in the day when I was trying to find my way and find a way to make a living, to add to my family's income, but not take away from my time with my family, this would be a dream job. It was my dream job. It became the job that let me make my dreams come true. Because with 4 kids, I needed time to get them to school, to pick them up from preschool and from elementary school, and then get them to all their activities every night. So the only thing I really could fit in was doing something between 9 and 12, like 4 or 5 days a week. So this consultation model was absolutely perfect for me. I could drop my kids off, head out to a garden, do a consultation, and then come back and pick up my preschooler right at noon. Then if I was going to do any other services for a client, I would head with my preschooler, go buy supplies, and go drop things off at particular clients' homes. Then go through the afternoon with all my kids, cook dinner, spend time with them, do a little bit of follow-up at night, maybe through email, and then the very next day, start the whole process over again. So it was with this model, with this basis of making $5,000 a year, that I actually ended up making $100,000 a year. Because I first figured out how to fit in the consultations into my everyday schedule. And once I figured that out, it allowed me to start figuring out how to do the next steps. Because remember, the next steps after the consults are them choosing if they're going to DIY, DWY, or DFY. And all those involve getting your help. So if they're DIYing, they're going to want a plan from you, right? They're going to want supplies from you. They're going to want more of your expertise as they go and take it on themselves. They still want to make the most of that consultation that they had with you. For For the person who wants to do it with you, they're going to pay you for your ongoing time. So instead of needing 50 clients, you might only need 25. If each of them hired you for the consultation and then hired you to come back again and be with them when they put their garden in or when they planted for the next season. And then for that DFY client, the person who wants you to do everything for them, if you have a bunch of those, you actually might only need 10 clients or maybe 15 clients, because those clients aren't just going to pay you for the consult, they're going to pay you to come back. They're going to pay you for the setup. They'll pay you for any of the materials that you buy for them. They'll pay you for your coaching. They'll even pay you to do the physical work if you're into that sort of thing, or if you want to hire it out. They'll pay you a premium to get it put in the right way. And then they'll pay you to come back and keep consulting with them and coaching with them so they know what to do every step of the way. Listen, the kitchen garden, the vegetable garden, is unlike any other garden because it's so dynamic. It changes literally every day, especially it changes every 90 days. And this sets us up as gardeners, as experienced gardeners, to have an incredible business that doesn't just have one touch with the client, but gets to serve them again and again and again. So today I mapped out for you the easiest way to make $5,000 as a gardener. Sell a consultation for $100 and do 50 of those a year. It maps out to just 100 hours of work and $5,000 almost completely profit. I'm not just making these numbers up. I've experienced these numbers, and so have dozens, hundreds of the garden coaches who come through the Gardenery program. So tell me in the comments if you think that this sounds like a dream job to you. And if it does, then you should come and check out the Gardenery certification program. So all that we do at Gardenery is we equip you to take your garden knowledge and to use the Gardenery method to grow a profitable garden coaching business. You get to decide how laborious you want it to be, if you just want to do consultations or if you want to take it all the way into installations, but we give you the tools to do it each and every step of the way. We've trained thousands of gardeners to do this, and we're currently accepting new applications for our Gardenery certification program. So you can go to gardenery.com/apply, or you can just find the link right below this video to get more details. Whatever you do, I want to encourage you to make the most of your garden knowledge. One thing I learned years ago is that people who pay attention. So a lot of people may say that they want your garden advice, and you may be already giving away tons of free advice, but you're probably feeling like I was, like it's going in one ear and right out the other. So I never sell my consultations and my services to my friends and family. I sell these to strangers, to people who find out about my garden and want me to come and coach them and teach them how to do it too. They pay me, they pay serious attention to what I say, and they have incredible results. And I know you'll be able to create those same kind of results for your own people in your own town and city when you apply this method. So if you're looking for a couple of extra dollars, if you want to make a little bit of money on the side, or if you want to turn this into a full-time career, garden consulting is an up-and-coming industry, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So come and learn more. You can go to gardenery.com/apply, find the link right below this video. But if you're still watching, then I'm guessing you're super interested, so don't let this moment pass, because your dream job may be right on the other side of that application. Thanks so much for listening to the Grow Yourself podcast. I love you being here, and it means the world to me. You can learn more about Gardenery at gardenery.com. Follow us on social, and please come back. I'll be right here next week.